Evil husband realized he's going to prison forever. Ooh. So lock the frickin' in the frickin', okay?
Back in 2019, 26-year-old Joseph Elledge reported to his local police department that his 28-year-old wife, Munchie Elledge, had gone missing. He claimed that she had left behind their daughter, her car, and even her phone.
Oh,
but she had
no.
taken her purse with her.
Oh, left behind the daughter?
Hey, it's Officer Joseph.
Okay, the daughter's safe. That's what I was worried about. I thought the daughter was gone.
Joseph, I was just gonna come over here and get some details from him. I don't know.
Yep. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, you can just come on in. So here's her phone.
Mhm.
I mean, her phone and her wedding ring were both just left on
So
that
this
table.
guy murdered her and now is trying to like call the cops over and be like, hey, this is the info I got. Like, well, I guess he called, this could be a few, maybe he's saying that she's missing.
Like right over there,
Yeah.
or right here.
Yeah, on that table there.
Okay.
And
Guys, my cam is blocking it, but, and I'm not one to talk, but that facial hair has got to go, man. That facial hair has got to go.
but no, they didn't find anything. They were looking for they were looking through her browser history to see if she like made any fight
Arrangements?
arrangements.
Yeah.
But
Oh, hell nah. Guys, if you murder me, okay, this is just a message. Anyone, if you're gonna murder me, please don't be like, go through his browser history, all right? Let's just fucking leave that private, shall we? Just let me die in peace.
and
And is that her iPad too that you said?
yeah, that's right about there. And I can unlock that, but I looked through it and it doesn't seem like there's anything.
Nothing pressing.
Yeah, I can't unlock her phone. It's locked and I don't know the password. But her computer, I know the password. There is, I actually found this earlier.
This guy's a little too calm
It's like a journal.
for a missing wife and mother of his child.
And it talks about her having like some secret love. She mentioned this guy's name, and actually it turns out it's this guy right here.
Uh-oh. It's getting messy.
And I just messaged him earlier, and he responded to me. But I think he's in China right now. But anyway, I think this is her.
Learn to
secret
use
love or
incognito.
something.
I usually do use incognito for the most part, but sometimes I just end up off of incognito and I never fucking check. Like, so I sometimes I search some crazy shit, you know, not incognito, and I am sometimes too lazy to delete my history. So sometimes it's just going to be there forever.
Back in China.
I suppose. I think he was here though, because he says, "I'll be back in Shanghai tomorrow. I'll be busy. I'll be in Shanghai for the next week, or for the next few days. I'll be out of time." And I don't know when that was. It just says 10:33 a.m. Anyway, that journal article talks about this guy. She's like in love with him or something, and that she's not interested in her husband, but that she's married and she has a baby, and so
Oh,
she has
shit.
to stop like doing this.
Messaging him.
There, I think. Yeah. I don't know if she's seen this guy, but
Right.
So
she
it's
might think that-
either this guy made all this shit up to like be able to kill her and then be like, oh, she probably ran off to China, you know, with this guy or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or this actually did happen and he killed her
this dude.
because of
That's
it.
what you're thinking.
well, I don't know. I kind of think that she has, because like I said, that I think there's been about 4 times where she's gone out and she's been out for like an unreasonably long amount of time. Yeah, pretty much. And then she always gives some weird excuse. The weirdest time was she went out. She was walking out the door, and I asked her where she was going, and she said that she has to get something from her car. And it was about 45
What?
minutes later, she came back with a spoon that was in her car for like probably 2 years. I remember
Really?
the spoon.
What kind of excuse is that?
And then I tried asking her what were
I
you
gotta go
gonna
get
do?
my
Were
car
you
spoon.
just getting that spoon from your car, and she just said yes. That was.
Okay,
So
but would
that
you
was the
not
weirdest
press
time.
her more on that? Like, why would it take you that long to get the spoon? What were you doing? Like, I feel like it'd be a little bit more of a question, you know? He has a real big nose. Okay, let's not hate on a big nose, okay? Some of us are just born that way, okay?
The officer asks Joseph when he realized that
Not
his wife
everyone with a big nose is a murderer, okay? Just me and this guy.
had gone missing.
And you said 5. About
It's
5
just a
a.m. my
coincidence.
baby's up.
Oh my god, what did I just hit?
surprised that Moochie wasn't there.
Oh.
So I woke up and I was really surprised that Moochie wasn't there. and then I went to get Anna. I kind of thought that Munchie might be in the room with Anna, but she wasn't. And after I put Anna down to sleep, I looked all over the place looking for Munchie, and she wasn't there, and her purse was gone. And
So the only thing she took was what kind of purse she have?
American flag.
So that's all she took was her purse.
I am not one to
Alright,
be able to
so-
talk about fucked up haircuts, but this guy's trim is fucked up.
The shoes.
Yeah. I noticed her black Nikes are missing, so I guess she must be wearing those.
She usually wear jeans, or she usually wear shorts. What she usually wear?
She normally wears like leggings.
Leggings.
You know, like the
Yeah.
like yoga pants or whatever.
Okay.
So just black. Or I don't know if that was on her phone, but I don't know. I saw some message either on her computer or on her phone that said somebody was asking if she's still gonna meet today, and I think it was about Jar's baby
I
food.
thought he couldn't open the
I
phone.
don't know. She was gonna buy some baby food.
Do you work?
No, I'm a student. I'm a full-time
And if it just
Student?
popped
Okay,
up, you're
so
still able to
you're
check
usually
it.
home too?
Yeah.
Actually, I think you can hide that, right? Are you able on your iPhone to have an option to hide like what pops up? Like, you know, like when someone texts me, the text message pops up and I can read it without unlocking my phone. But you can hide that, correct? Oh hell yeah. Oh hell no, I don't trust people that hide that shit, okay? That is some untrustworthy ass shit. My text messages pop up, you could read them.
Kind of on campus a lot.
He's giving Waluigi. You should never diss Waluigi like that, okay?
Today, Tuesdays
Waluigi
and
doesn't
Thursdays,
deserve that.
I'm on campus from about 6:45 a.m.
Yeah, your
to-
mom does that? Well, your mom's up to no good.
Okay.
But the rest of the
That's some criminal behavior.
Okay. So as far as like her, I mean, you guys are usually around each. You guys see each other. Other than Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're usually always here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last night she said she had to get up early. You woke up. She's gone. He checked. Where's her car? Is it out in the parking lot?
Yeah.
And the keys did, or
Yeah, keys are here. They're in the kitchen.
and that's usually where she leaves them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the door locked or was it unlocked when you woke up?
Yeah, it was unlocked. I think Sprint.
I got you. Okay. Well, I mean, do you have any questions for me or any? Yeah, I guess really any questions. I mean, so what I'll do is I'll do a missing person report.
Yeah.
I'll enter as missing until we hear from her, or otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You said she banks at Bank of America.
Yeah.
Is she? Is
Is this gonna be a fucking classic case of him using her fucking card? That happens every damn time in these things.
Yeah, she's about 5 feet.
And how long hair? Like shoulder length?
I think it goes a few inches past her shoulders.
Is it
now.
usually down?
It's usually up. She normally wears it up.
Oh. Okay. So I'll enter as a missing person until we hear otherwise from her, or can prove that she went somewhere. Obviously, the best thing for her to do to be to call and say, "Hey, this is where I'm at," for everybody, so everybody knows.
Yeah.
And then you guys can try to work out whatever that you need to do.
Yeah.
But as far as like issues between you and her, is it just? I mean, anything.
This
She just
guy's
send
hella
a dick,
sus.
Is that kind of the deal, or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah. There was no like big, large arguments recently.
Just disagreements about
Yeah.
small things.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like a couple days ago. Let's see. I think when Anna turned 1, her Medicaid expired, and so she was just like really worried about it being expired.
Yeah, I think he
She's
killed
got
his
a
wife.
Visit tomorrow for Anna, and she was complaining to me about getting it renewed, and I was just telling her that I don't know any of the information because she was the one who applied for Medicaid the first time.
Right. She did it all.
Yeah, and so she was asking me to apply for it, and I was just telling her, I don't know how. You're the one who did it before, and she was just very irritated, and she wanted me to do it. And
Okay.
Oh, this guy's lazy. That's what it is.
The officer would leave and the investigation into the missing wife would begin. While the police were looking into phone records, bank accounts, and surveillance footage, Joseph would be interviewed by the local media.
Alright, so talk to me about who she is, why you fell in love with her.
Well, she's a very dedicated person.
Hell
she's a
nah,
hard
dude. Like, if
worker.
any situation, if my wife or the mother of my child was missing or whatever the case, a family member, whoever it is, I'm not getting interviewed by the fucking news and talking about it. There's no way.
And I really like that. That's important to me. And she's really, she's very, very detail oriented. And that's something that I honestly didn't see a lot in a lot of people and really a lot of girls as well. But she was, you know, she's a mechanical engineer with me, or same as I am. And that was something that was pretty important to me too, because I really kind of always thought that I'd have sort of my own business and maybe have a car shop or something. And I thought that she would be helpful in that. I thought that she would be a part of that. And I told her that whenever we first started dating. And I think that she kind of liked the idea of it. She really likes the idea of working hard and making money.
I like the idea of making money. I don't know about the hard work
There
part.
was a lot of stuff about her that really made me feel like that she was just a great person to have around. You know, she was a great mother the whole way, and even the night that I took her to the hospital, like the song that I first met her was playing when I first
Crank
met her.
That by Soulja Boy.
It was just an amazing night, and yeah, Anna came out.
Here he is here,
and she
twin.
was-
I don't even
yeah.
fucking look like this guy, right? It's just a white guy with fucking glasses and brown hair, okay, and a big nose. There ain't no way.
She held her for the first time, and it was just a really amazing feeling. And ever since then, she's been a great mom, like the best mom ever. And she takes care of Anna like, I don't know, like nothing I ever knew would happen. And yeah, it amazes me because especially now.
Talk to me about that night that she left. Like, what was that? Was there anything unusual? Like, was she just normal? Is this kind of, are you surprised? Like, just talk to me about that.
I am surprised. We were kind of growing distant in the past few months, and especially we went to Carthage for an internship over the summer, and you know I don't know how she liked that small town life very much, but she always kind of.
Well, let's wrap up this interview. Come on, guys. I'm trying to see what happens in this
I encouraged
case.
her to go outside, and she's never.
This
really
guy's
wanted
just
to do that
fucking
kind of
yapping.
stuff, which I don't blame her for it, but I was, you know, that was kind of weird to me that she didn't want to go outside a whole lot.
How old are they? I think like
Yeah,
28 or some
I
shit.
guess she was just always kind of a reserved person, and sometimes she didn't talk to me a lot about what was going on in her life, and but I always tried to open up to her, and always tried to get her to open up to me. I gave her every opportunity that I could, and so yeah, it's just right now it's really confusing.
Guy's filming a
Everything
fucking
is
movie right now on this
very,
shit.
very cloudy. I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what to think. I'm really confused, and I just think that she is too. And I don't know. I think she'll come back, but I just don't know. I don't know where she's been. I hope she's safe.
Okay, that sounds so fucking.
I know she was talking to somebody else.
So fake.
On the side, and I didn't know that until after she had left. But
He said, I don't know where she's been, and somehow made it sound exactly like he knew.
you know, whatever she's doing, I just hope she's safe, and I really hope that she can, you know, find herself and come back to me and Anna, and we can just have a big long talk, and that's all we need. But we can work things out. I think she's just confused and maybe scared. And I don't know if she felt alone. I just hope that she's safe. I hope that she's at least with somebody who cares for her, you know, enough to keep her safe. And
I hope she haunts him. No, she's living her ghost life, happy, not in prison. This guy's in prison alone. Like, that's fucking rough.
The investigation continued for over 2 weeks.
She doesn't need to go to
during
prison.
which time Joseph was
To haunt his
interviewed once
ass.
more. On this occasion, he granted police access to his phone, allowing them to recover deleted text messages that revealed a marriage on the verge of collapse. The messages indicated that Joseph had been physically and emotionally abusive towards his wife.
Uh-oh.
It became evident that she was in the process of filing for divorce because she was tired of the abuse. Although these messages were insufficient to charge Joseph with murder, the police noticed bruising on his daughter's body. When questioned,
Oh, no.
Joseph admitted to causing the injuries, and he was immediately arrested on charges of child abuse.
Hey Joseph, we're ready for you, bud.
Oh my god, that looks miserable in there, dude. Is that jail? Is that fucking jail, guys? That room has the worst vibes I've ever seen in my damn life.
I'm right out there. Go right in there, please. Just gotta get some pictures of fingerprints, okay?
The holding cell? I don't want to end up in one of those ever.
You need to just stand about right here.
That looks miserable.
Face that camera for me, okay?
So you have any other questions?
I guess if this is it's a felony offense, is it like official already? I mean, am I always gonna be labeled like this?
No, this is just what you're being charged with, but obviously it has to go to court and goes through all that business. So, and then whatever happens there, it depends on what's on your record. So. So they're going to continue to do their investigation on this whole deal and all that. So that's immense. I mean, the case is still somewhat in an active situation. So,
And the child.
child abuse still. I mean, whenever you have a small child that's been bruised, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. I mean, when kids
poor
are small,
fucking
they're
child.
pretty pliable.
No mom
so it
and
is hard
fucking
to
piece of shit dad that's going to
bruise
prison.
a child.
Bruh.
Oh, okay.
I mean, kids don't typically bruise up that easy, so. I mean, it's not a great position that you're in right now. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I understand we get put in positions we don't like, and sometimes we put ourselves in those positions, and it is what it is, but at the end of the day, these are little innocent small children that don't get a choice. So then people have to make decisions for them so that it's what's best for the child. On paper, how does that look? You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at that on paper, you being arrested for something like this, how does that look on paper to everybody else? You know what I'm saying? Looks pretty bad, right? And it's like I said, we always give people an opportunity to be like, hey, this is what led up to it. This is really what happened. And honestly, the only thing that ever
Have I
makes
always
sense
liked
is the
true
truth.
crime? I grew up watching and this show scared me so bad, but well, Cops number one, because my dad was a cop, so he'd always watch Cops, and then he would play America's Most Wanted, and that show always absolutely terrified me. And then at the end of the show, they would always have one dude that they're like, and this guy, if you have any information on him, he's on the loose. And I would always be like, oh, this guy's in my fucking neighborhood. Like, he's probably coming to my room tonight to kill me. And it always terrified me, but I liked it. I always watched it. So I grew up watching, America's Most Wanted and Cops a lot. And then, just started fucking watching this shit. When I was at my last job, I would listen to true crime podcasts and stuff that were really crazy as well. So yeah, I don't know why I've always watched it. It's depressing and scary, but
people
it's something that I've always watched. I don't know. This shit goes on in real life and it happens. Unfortunately, it's fucking crazy, but
man, I'm just trying to make a living. I'm a felon. I can't quite get a job, and now I'm out here doing what I have to do to just survive. You know what I mean? That paints a different picture of just a robbery. You're not like a bad guy, a person that's just going out just doing stick-ups just because they hate people or you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know your situation.
you would be a better guy if you're going out doing stick-ups and robbing people than abusing a kid, okay? At least that you're doing it for money, maybe you're desperate, but abusing a kid, there's no excuse.
For the kiddo, but
It's infinitely worse, at least in my brain.
Bad, right? And like I was telling you, kids are pretty. They're young enough; they're hard to break. You know what I'm saying? They're just the kids are. They're. It takes a lot to bruise them. You know what I mean? And I mean, did you tell the investigators what was going on with the child, or no? You had a rough time with your child, or no?
Well, yeah, I think I don't really remember exactly, but I think I was there alone that night with her, and
Yeah.
he was just crying a lot.
Just crying a lot? Yeah. Lose your cool a little bit?
Bruh.
I don't know if I was really losing my cool. Probably just did the wrong thing, I guess.
How is that not losing your cool? So I kept my cool, but still abused a child. Then what would losing your cool be? Jesus.
I was just trying to distract her, make her think, oh, my butt's hurting, but then I stop, and then, you know, maybe she'd think, oh, now it's okay, now I feel better, so that maybe she'd feel better, and then just forget about whatever else was making her cry.
So what you do, blow off steam? It sounds like maybe you might have some anger issues every now and then.
I really don't get angry very much.
Oh my god, what a fucking lie.
If I do, I'll probably just play games.
Okay, playing games too? Video games? No, that's gonna make it worse, because that shit makes you even more angry. Especially if depending on what he's playing. If he's playing the egg game, dude, it's over.
Play games.
The police realized that Joseph had a history of violence and a volatile temper.
He doesn't want to
This
admit
led
it.
them to believe that he was involved in his wife's disappearance. To prevent him from fleeing while the investigation continued, authorities set his bail at $500,000
Damn.
in connection with the child abuse charges. While Joseph remained in custody, the police executed a search warrant at his residence.
Columbia Police search warrant, apartment 58.
Ow?
Columbia Police Department search warrant, apartment 58. Speak to us now.
Is anyone even there? Damn, he's got a fucking riot shield.
Small stuff. Kitchen left. Tactical team gate. Kid's baby room is right. Bathroom.
Bro's burping.
During the search of the home, investigators discovered a backpack containing various papers written by Joseph. One of the documents was titled What to Tell the Police.
Oh my
in
gosh.
which Joseph had noted that he needed to refer to his wife in the present tense rather than the past tense.
Why? Isn't that worse? Oh, present tense rather than past tense. Yeah, that makes sense. But he didn't. He didn't do that. Also, how incriminating is it to have like what you need to say to the police written and titled as what I should say to the police? That's crazy.
Additionally,
Why does he have a shield? Just in case anyone's in here and gets attacked, you know? You never know.
police seized a pair of muddy boots found in the corner of his room.
Ew.
Afterwards, investigators examined Joseph's cell phone and found that he had spent 30 minutes near a local river on the day his wife disappeared. Although police conducted a search of the river
You got a
at the
cheat
time,
sheet? Yeah, but why would you
nothing was
write out
discovered.
the title of it?
A year later, while Joseph was still awaiting trial, a hiker discovered Munchie's body buried near the river where Joseph's phone had previously pinged.
Oh,
Recalling
damn.
the muddy boots taken from Joseph's home, the lead detective collected samples from both the boots and the trees surrounding the burial site. As trees possess DNA similar to humans,
What?
the lab report confirmed a match. This evidence solidified the detective's
That's fucking crazy. I didn't know that. Holy shit.
belief that Joseph was responsible and he would officially be charged with first-degree murder.
Intentionally try to kill your wife.
No.
That's
Oh,
the
he's
story
not gonna
Joseph
admit it?
Elledge and his defense team wants a jury to believe about the death of his wife, Meng Shiji. The second week of his murder trial continued with Elledge himself describing the night of October 8th, 2019. Elledge says he confronted G about messages he saw her send to another man.
She was born
The two
on
began shoving each other in the kitchen.
2018. I pushed her again.
Hard?
Hard.
What happened?
Probably even harder. She fell down.
Her hit anything?
She fell in the kitchen, and her head hit with a big thud. I felt it.
He went to bed that night with G and found her dead when he woke.
Nah.
He says not calling 911 was a stupid mistake, one-upped only by his choice to put her body in her car
Nah.
and bury her.
Not calling 911. In
The
your
I
mind,
pushed her and she fell and died? No way.
it was stupid. What was this decision?
Looking back, it was worse. It was stupid. It was horrible.
Dan Knight focused on Elledge's arguments with G on recordings played earlier.
She objected repeatedly to the way that you handled her daughter, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
Elledge admits he was sometimes cruel, but denied many of Knight's claims he tried to intimidate or hurt G.
Joseph took the stand and claimed that Munchie's death had been accidental. He testified that after her death, he placed her body in the trunk of her own vehicle, where it remained for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
Joseph then
psychopathic
drove
behavior.
dozens of miles out of town with his daughter in the car to dispose of the body. Once he was at the location, he removed his wife's body from the trunk and he buried her within sight of the vehicle with his daughter still inside. After being presented with all the evidence, the jury ultimately found Joseph guilty of second-degree murder.
Lock him up!
Rather than the original charge of first-degree murder.
Mr. Elledge, would you please stand to receive...
Yeah, if you don't fucking call the cops immediately after a mistake, whatever, like, even if you just question it for a second and be like, well, should I do... Like, that's fucking crazy.
Verdict. Verdict. We, the jury,
the
find the
five-finger death
defendant,
punch shirt?
Joseph Dwayne Elledge, guilty of murder in the second degree, as submitted in instruction number 6. Members of the jury, is that your verdict? So say each and all of you.
Yes. Joseph would be sentenced to 28 years in prison.
28?
What are your thoughts on this
Dude,
case?
he's probably going to be out.
Do you believe it was an accident? Please.
I think he's 28 now. What is that? 56? Damn.
Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
If you kill someone, you gotta get life. You gotta get life. If you take someone's life, like, you have to have life in jail. There's no way. And he clearly did it, like, you know, he was planning on getting away with it. He clearly did it on purpose. He abused his kid. Like, if you're willing to abuse your own child, you're definitely willing to kill someone, I feel like. What if it's in self-defense? Oh, well, then that's different. But his situation was not self-defense. Also, if you do it in self-defense and try to fucking get away with it, like, there's no way. Like, trying to get away with it and not calling the police immediately is, like, a whole different thing. Like, it's just so much more incriminating.